And there we go. Welcome everyone to Wait, camera? Are you? What's a new stream without a little bit of scuff at the end, right? God damn it. Welcome everyone to Guild Wars 2. Last time, when we played the game, we discovered the true secret origin of the Silvari, minions of the jungle dragon. And now, with that revelation upon us, with the Egg of Glint, the Egg of Prophecy apparently, taken by Kate, God knows where, we are left with one choice, to venture forth. And so, we shall begin the Heart of Thorns. Now, if I do recall, it should be just a little bit further in the jungle. Right around there. So, without any further ado, let us see where the story takes us. Also, I did mention it in the post. For every death from pocket raptors, the most deceptively deadly enemy in the entire expansion, I will give away a code for the first two expansions of the game.
Proved even more powerful than we imagined. The jungle itself set against us and shredded our ships. And then there was the call. All of us Silvari heard it, and many followed Mordremoth's commands, turning on their pact allies. Many are dead. Still others are missing, and our fleet is utterly broken. If rescue doesn't come soon, there won't be anything left to rescue. Please, we need your help.
Also, it's interesting that this is Trahern's voice, if you paid attention. Yet we don't know where he is.
Commander on the field, 10 HoT.
Also, one thing that's been puzzling the community for a while, and has only been properly explained some time ago. You are one of the commanders, not the commander. There is no one commander, technically. You are one of the commanders of the pact, and also the one that Oreen made... Wait, no, too far away. Shite. Okay, let me rephrase that. During events and whatnot on the world map, you are one of the commanders of the pact. During the actual story, you are the specific commander that the story revolves around. There we go, that's the explanation I was looking for.
Good to see you, Commander. Some of your associates are already in the field. They were eager to help.
At ease, Tactician. Larenthir called for my assistance. What can you tell me about the situation in Maguma?
We've seen a few survivors coming out of the jungle, and the news isn't good. Mordremoth destroyed the fleet as soon as it arrived. It was a massacre. Those that survived are in disarray. We're keeping the way out of Maguma open, mostly. But Amber Sandfall is getting hit pretty hard. If we lose that...
We won't.
We won't.
Oh! I forgot you actually said that!
Wait in for reinforcements.
Oh wait, is that the char response?
We also need Traherne and Destiny's Edge. They were
It might be the char specific
and I need to
response.
know what happened to them.
Soldiers, move out!
Listen
Good
up,
luck,
troops.
Commander. Bring
We've
us
got
back our
dispatches
dragon
coming
children.
in from the jungle, and it's looking pretty grim. We don't have the full story yet, but based on preliminary assessments, we have to prepare for the worst. Our orders haven't changed. Hold this fort at all
Oh wait. I just realized something. I'm
losing the Silver Wastes.
I'm spoiling the story yet again. There we go, that's better.
For survivors. The pact is relying on us to hold this ground. Look sharp and do your jobs.
So,
Off one
The jungle dragon has destroyed our fleet, which was admittedly our initial plan, attacking with a giant fleet. That's not exactly going to fly this time. Quite literally in this case. So we have to get our allies and see how we can get by. And what other allies we can find.
Glad you're here. They say Mortimer wiped out the entire fleet. The news has Frostbite a little anxious. I mean, because Destiny's Edge was on board. I hope they're
Oh, Frostbite.
I'm with Frostbite. The boss, Destiny's Edge, and airships killed Zaitan. How did it go so wrong this time?
That's a good
about to
point.
see for ourselves. I need you two at the staging area near Amber Sandfall and ready to go when I arrive. We'll be there. Just gotta mop up the last of these Mortimer. Sounds good. See you soon.
Also, one thing to remember is that we are kind of in a hurry because Kate got the egg and ran off. In this direction. In direction of Jungle Dragon, the Silvari went. So forgive us, well, forgive the commander for being a little bit sus on Kate's intentions. Also, if it seems like I'm dealing a little bit more damage, that's because I am. It's not just a cosmetic upgrade, I've actually upgraded quite a bit. Because the expansion is going to absolutely destroy me. Hello there, Adsa, and not quite a new game. I have played the core story and the first living season from this game. But I do believe this might be the first time you're seeing it. Because it has been a while since I returned to this one. It is one of my favorite MMOs, by the way. And if there's anything you want, like a short version of what's happened thus far, just say the word and I'll give you a nice little summary of the story, because it is a very good story.
Thank the gods you're here, boss. We were hoping for some sign of Kate in the egg. We found this. We did verify that Kate has been through here in the last day or so. Sorry we can't give you more.
We'll get the egg back. But right now, our top priority is Mortimer. What's the situation here?
I'll give you the summary as soon as they finish talking here.
I never made it to Camp Resolve. Once I heard the fleet had been attacked, I knew I'd be needed here.
So it's even worse than it looks. You can count on us, boss. We're ready to go. Just say the word.
Consider it said. Finish up what you're doing and meet me on the edge of the jungle. We'll all go in together.
Good. First my sister, then the Zephyrite Masters, now the Pact Fleet. Mortimer has to be...
Also, is the sound okay? Can you hear the game? Up. Got that, guys. I was having a nice little chat. You don't have to interrupt like that. Okay, this feels much better. I can make it a little bit louder. Okay, give me a second. Game sound. Okay, how's this? This should be better, I believe. Much better. Okay. So, here's the long and the short of it. There are currently 4 major races across Styria, which is this entire world here. We have the humans in Divinity's Reach. We have the Norn in the Shiver Peak Mountains. We have the Char, of which I am a part of, from the Black Citadel. Oh, and by the way, this is not the entire map. This is the entire map. And this is before they had the new expansion in about a month. Actually, no, it's less than a month now that I think about it. In about 3 weeks or so. And yeah, it's one of the biggest game maps you will see. You can't go to literally every single place, but a good 80% of it you can. And most of it is places that will probably be unlocked before with the new expansion, to be fair. Because as far as I know, we are going in this direction with the... What's attacking me? Hold on. Guys. Stop healing them. Okay, I'll just get on top of a rock so I'm not disturbed anymore as I'm telling the story. There we go. Perfection. There are also the Silvari, which are down here in the grove. And last but not least, the Asura in their floating city of Ratasum. Now, each of these races has their differences, their conflicts, their interests. However, they share a common threat, which is the Elder Dragons. Map-sized dragons that devour magic and create corrupted minions. The story of the core game, aka the game how it was when it came out, was about how we defeated the undead dragon Zaitan, which led us all of the world almost, kind of like this, and it ended with the final confrontation in the Ruins of War. Now then, a few months have passed, story-wise at least. And a certain Silvari went a little bit mad and marched an entire army against the other races. Even managed to destroy the capital city of Lion's Arch, which is a joint city maintained by all of the races. In her madness, she also awoke the jungle dragon, Mordramoth, which is our current target of the expansion. Also, during the journey to realize this, we discovered that a different dragon, Glint, which long ago allied with the humans against the crystal dragon Kralkatoric, which left this mark here by existing. No, I'm not joking. This dragon made this entire crystal mark scar on the land by flying over it. He did not attack it, he just walked. Not even walked, he didn't even touch it, he flew nearby. This is the level of calamity we are dealing with. The Elder Dragon Zaitan sunk all of this island, along with the human empire that used to be here, and revived all of them as undead. And then rose up the island again. These dragons are no joke. They are a little bit more dangerous than you'd think. Also, fun fact, you actually cannot see the entire map because this character has not advanced in the story that far. Because I happen to know that there is a lot more going further down here. No, Zaitan is already dead. We have killed the undead Elder Dragon. The current dragon we are fighting is Mordramoth, the jungle dragon. There is also Primordius, the fire dragon, Jormag, the ice dragon, Kralkatoric, the crystal dragon, and actually no one knows his name or its name or her name, the deep dragon. We just know it exists. That's it. That's all we know of it. We know it's somewhere. It's there. Those are all of the Elder Dragons that we know of. Now, what we have learned is that one of the lieutenants under Calcatoric, the Crystal Dragon, a dragon named Glint, because here's the thing, there are the Elder Dragon, which are the big bad, and then there's the lieutenants. Oh yes, I have fought several dragons. I have already beaten Zaitan. Or do you mean me as the narrator? Because me as the narrator, I actually have fought quite a bit more dragons than I would have liked. So I could say I'm the right person for the job. But in game, I have fought Zaitan and defeated him. And I've also fought some of his lieutenants. There are a few more boss fights which are dragon lieutenants, not the actual elder dragons. But we might actually see some of them soon, so I'm not gonna spoil them right now. They're pretty cool though. But yeah, the dragon Glint, apparently allied with the humans, well, with the mortal races of Tyria rather, and tried to defeat Kralkatoric, her master. She failed, she was destroyed, but apparently she had an egg. Now, the egg was taken by one of our allies from Destiny's Edge, which is a very famous guild in-game, Kate. Normally this would not be an issue. However, we just discovered that the Silvari, which remember is one of the 5 races that live here, we have just discovered the Silvari are actually minions of the Jungle Dragon. Or at least possible minions of the Jungle Dragon. So for all we know, she's taking the egg right to Mordremoth for him to have an omelette. Or alternatively, have another subject. Both options are not acceptable. Oh, and the Jungle Dragon just destroyed our entire fleet, among other things, so we're kind of... we have a bit of an issue, a bit of a problem, and not many ways to solve said issue or problem. And that's where the expansion begins. We are a pack commander without a pact. No, 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 no. Not the bees.
I won't go down so easily.
Okay, we need to survive a few more minutes here. It was story-wise, it was the most powerful currently. Gameplay-wise, I would say he's pretty powerful, but there are bosses that are far stronger than him, in my opinion. However, there is a very good reason for that, which is a bit of a spoiler for the story. So I'll keep it for slightly later. But there is a reason why Zaitan is literally the weakest of all Elder Dragons. Ow. Oh, it's you.
We must rise and return to the fight.
Okay, 1 more minute to go. But yeah, there's a very good reason for that. On why he is the weakest. It's not just oh, he's the first. Technically. And it will also make for a more interesting encounter when other things happen. Did you just destroy the wall? Yes, you did. You bastard. I needed that. Okay. Just a few more seconds here. Oh, and there comes the Terrorglyph. Nope.
Anger rising.
Oh no. Okay. Thank you, camera. I didn't want to see the enemy or anything. It's fine.
We've got things under control for now. Follow the commander of the jungle and take the fight to Mortimer.
Aye, aye, sir. Yeah, it's really not an RPG if you don't have bosses. I'll be honest. Bosses are a requirement. They just make things more interesting. Also, so far we have been talking with people who are part of our party, so to say. Our group.
Hey, boss! Brought us Zoom was all abuzz over the Pack Fleet disaster. I knew you'd get involved, so I came to pitch in. Scruffy and I gave these locals a lesson in Mordrum bashing while we waited for you. Oh, and Canuck helped too.
Yes, I helped. And I thought the firstborn were full of themselves. Commander, Countess Anise sent me to support you and represent the Shining Blade in the fight against Mortremoth. The jungle won't contain Mortremoth for long. Mordrum incursions are already happening as far away as Dps Plateau. I also have an obvious personal stake in defeating the jungle dragon. In any case, I am at your disposal.
Oh, this is a perfect
Glad to
opportunity.
have you both aboard. We're going to need all the
So,
help we can
remember I said there are multiple races. I myself am a Char, which is basically a... for lack of a better word, a very horny cat. And not in the metaphorical sense, in the literal sense. These tiny guys are the Asura, which are basically very, very smart people, to the point of calling them mad scientists, the race. In case it wasn't obvious by the giant golem that she's riding on, that she made. Have I mentioned she's like 4 years old? Or something stupid like that? Okay, maybe not 4 years old, but she is a child. She should be in school. No joke. The person who made this, and who's sitting right here, should be in school. Studying how to make even bigger golems. Then we have the Silvari, which are the plant people we just discussed about. Some more Char, there are quite a few variations. This bulky fellow over here is one of the Norn. They're basically, you can consider them kind of a mix between Vikings and honorable hunters. And shamans and whatnot. Those are basically the Norn. And then you have the humans, which are, well, humans. The twist is, humans in this game are actually the aliens. Because with the help of their 6 gods, they came from another dimension. Long, long ago in the past. I've never gotten over the fact that the most human-looking race is actually the elves, technically, in this one. And now we get our first glimpse at the jungle dragon. Or rather, one of its minions. Also, fun little fact. The expansion... Actually, starting from this expansion, everything in the game gets harder. Like significantly harder. The game up to this point has been a breeze. To the point where many people were calling it the most casual MMO. Long ago. This expansion is the one that takes the player and uses him as a mop for the floor. In a swamp. So let's just go and see what happens. Story. Torn from the sky. Also, this expansion adds gliding. So, this little, as soon as it properly loads.
Stay sharp, people. Mordremoth hit the pact hard. It's up to us to pick up the pieces.
Give me a second here. I'll just have the basic glider for now. But yeah, there's our fleet. What's left of it. Which is not a lot. Oh, and look how many lieutenants it has in the sky. Great. Fantastic. We are so dead. Oh, there's another one. And there's our helicopter. And another one.
Actually took down the entire fleet.
Spirits. Anyone have survived? We need to get down there, fast!
Yes, they're wagging their tail. They're alive. For now.
Stay camp. And a camp means survivors. Let's go!
Bram, get back here.
Now, normally we only get the glider a little bit later. But since... Here's the thing. Certified helicopter moment. Yeah, the helicopters always go down. Here's a fun little thing. Guild Wars 2 really doesn't like grinding. EXP wise. So, while you do need to get your characters to level 80, there's no actual level past level 80. So what happens afterwards is that your experience gets turned into mastery points. Well, mastery experience rather. And you collect points by doing various achievements. And you can use the points to get in levels. Now, what the levels actually do is unlock stuff like having the glider. Using the wind to boost yourself up with the glider. Turning invisible. Gliding on ley lines. Or having the mounts. Which I currently can't quite use, because this is a story of the first expansion, which did not have the mounts. So during the story parts I will not have my mounts.
I'm Mayor Stagolkin's son. I want to know where she is.
Bram, you can't just run off like that. We're in enemy territory. Larenthir, glad to see you survived. I need a status report, now.
You're a welcome sight, Commander. The situation is grim. Mordremoth tore the fleet apart.
Funny you should mention that.
Traherne and Destiny's Edge were taken prisoner. They were alive, but now MIA. And the remaining soldiers no longer trust me.
Well, yeah, you're a plant.
And you're surprised? Scarlet, Aaron, and now this? Mordremoth always uses Silvari to do its dirtiest dirty work.
We need to strengthen the defenses around here. Our priority has to be salvaging weapon parts from the crash site.
What about our comrades in the cavern? The Pact does not abandon its own.
Look around, sir. There is no more pact, and the prisoners you want to save are probably already dead.
Think it through, soldier. We need greater numbers, or any salvage party we send will disappear like the others. This isn't helping. Just tell us where Destiny's Edge is, please.
Larenthir, stand by. I need to think this through.
Now, the reason Bram is so fixated on Destiny's Edge is because his mother, Ersta Golkin and Hero of the Norn, is one of them. And she's also MIA, missing in action. Now, here's a fun little fact. If I was playing a Silvari, Mordemod by now would actually be whispering in my ear and doing stuff to me to literally convince me to join him and backstab my friends. And as you progress during the story, it gets worse if you are playing a Silvari. Up to the point where there are several parts in which you can actually betray your friends. And they can attack you and you can attack them. It's a very cool little detail that only happens with the Silvari. They've done a lot of things depending on the race and class you have. But they're not immediately obvious. Like for example, someone who plays just Silvari will think that's normal. Meanwhile, someone playing as a Char like I am right now will not even think about it. Will be like, ah, well, now we cannot trust the Silvari. Plain and simple. Meanwhile, as a Silvari, you can actually fight his influence from the inside, which can lead to different results. It's one of the better made RPGs story-wise, which is quite the achievement for an MMO. So let's get some info.
Destiny's Edge, we're taking prisoner 2. Rescuing Larenthir's soldiers might help us pick up the trail.
Let's focus on protecting the soldiers we still have. I say we scare up some turret parts to defend this position.
Larenthir's right this time. We have to rescue the packed prisoners. It's both logical and our duty.
Well, I have decided. Do we have a rescue party? I'm afraid my horn is insufficient. Once you see the size of the dragons, you will realize my horn is not even good for an injection. Like, my entire body is not good enough for an injection. That's how big they are. Although I'll be sure to use it when I'm charging. I'm pretty sure of that. I will master any sort of rescue party. Wasn't able to. My troops refuse to risk their lives following my orders, especially since these prisoners are all Silvari. They fear I'm leading them into a trap. Well, are you? Are you, Larenthir? I know you're kind of smiling there.
Everyone listen up. We've suffered a serious setback, but we're far from beaten. Larenthir is still your commander.
Hey, Black, welcome.
And he has my full confidence. Clear?
Yes, Commander.
Larenthir will
Thank
join
you
the search and
for
rescue.
dropping by and have a nice rest.
On that team. Dig in and fortify this position. Now fall in and let's get to work.
It's not worth risking more lives to save Silvari prisoners. They're already gone. Silvari belong to Mordred.
Not all of us. The lost, the weak-willed, these Silvari are vulnerable. The rest of us fight back.
Well said, Kanak.
He's right. Mortimer wants us to turn on each other. Are you going to play right into the enemy's hands?
Not in this lifetime. Go on, rescue your prisoners. I'll be here, protecting the comrades I know I can trust.
Okay, now we need to discover where our friends are.
Don't look so worried, Ram. Bear can take care of herself, as a wise old genius once said.
Thanks, Tiger, but go easy on the Asura wisdom for now.
Bloodstains, but no bodies. Not a good sign.
Yes, it's not a good sign. An even worse sign would be pocket raptors, of which I'm very careful of. Oh, you're just the Mortem guard. Get over here. You guys are useless in comparison to the pocket raptors.
Can anyone hear me? We're up here.
Commander, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. They are up there.
At the top of those stairs. The enemy keeps collecting corpses and prisoners. This is the first
Okay
time
then,
we've had
do try not to
where
pass
they
out
wind
though.
up.
I do believe you'd rather sleep on your bed. Ah yes, the tendrils. No.
Get us out of here.
Surprised? Oh no you don't. Everyone stop.
I knew someone had come for us. Thanks.
Okay. You seem fine for now.
So nice of you to come to us.
Oblivion with you.
We must rise and return to the fight.
Okay. Are you fine?
I'm ready to kill the enemy, sir. All I need is my rifle and a clear
Okay.
line of sight.
So far so good.
Welcome.
Oh, that's a boss. Well, a mini boss rather.
That's right.
There is no escape, Commander. You will all serve the jungle dragon.
But how about we don't? Ow! How about we don't serve the jungle dragon? And don't get me wrong, that's an impressive title. Actually no, it's a pretty bad title. Usually when you think dragons, you think fire, not weeds. Okay, wait a bit. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Ah, I missed.
Mortimer, your enemies are here. Help your servants destroy them.
Yeah, okay. Reinforcements are here. These are still not the pocket raptors. Motormat, you're holding back. Where are your strongest foes? Wait, strongest foes, strongest allies.
We'd better get back to camp.
Glad you're alive. We feared the worst when you went missing. What went on here?
Mordermoth's forces overpowered us. They locked us up here with corpses from the crash site. They took the others south to join the Jungle Dragon's army. We would have been next. We didn't break. And now we're going to give Mordermoth's horde a taste of what it gave us.
I hope this
Good.
proves what I've been saying. If we work together, this doesn't have to be a total disaster.
I mean, it's a pretty much a disaster. We lost the entire fleet. Look at that. That's our ships. Was our ships. Multiple of them. All of them, rather. Our fleet is gone. We are... I'm going to back away slowly. And I'm going to consider my options. Because as I've said, for every death to these things, I will be giving away one code for the 2 expansions. And you know what? Since I should be giving at least one, I'm just gonna prove to all of you just how dangerous these things are. Because you think, oh, it's just one. This is fine. We can just run. There's some fun little critters. Nothing too special, right?
Did that hurt?
This happens. Stop. Stop. Cease and desist. This was with all of our allies here. And yes, I have several expressions as I'm just not used to using them quite yet. And yes, these are the Pocket Raptors. They hold the record for player kills in the entire expansion. In 1 month of the expansion, they have killed well over 30-something million players. So that's one code I have to give away, at a minimum. I haven't died completely. It's gonna happen. They are very annoying. They're usually in packs, hence the name. They're very small, so they can usually dodge a lot of hits. And they move very fast. So if you're not careful, your HP will just disappear. Also, this is the nerfed version. This is the nerfed version. You want to know how much damage they had before? Oh yeah, they're basically faster, smaller centaurs. This is the nerf version. During the release days of the expansion, those things hit like 5 times harder. 5 times. No joke. You can Google the past patch notes depending on release date and see for yourselves. These things ended so many players. People would go in parties and run with walls. One of the most unused skills in normal PvE. People would get that skill just to make sure the Pocket Raptors will hit the wall and not them. It was ridiculous.
Everybody form up and do your jobs. It's a long time until daylight.
Okay. Everyone be prepared. They're gonna send Mordrum, they're gonna send dinosaurs, they're gonna send pretty much everything.
We'll find and free Destiny's Edge, just like we did those prisoners.
Thanks, Fox. I'd feel a lot better if we had any idea what happened to them.
Let's go!
I just don't want to be dinner for some plant monster.
Indubitably. I came to fight an elder dragon, not some leafy imitation.
I think he took offense to that. And yes, they are the perfect enemies to use AoEs. However, I'm mostly a melee class, so that's a bit of an issue for me.
More energy.
Together. Don't let anyone else get taken.
I won't. But you have to keep your head and voice down, or you'll be the next one to go.
I fight for the pack.
Now. Tormentor, stop making the ground poison. There we go.
That'll do.
The Tormentors were the ones corrupting the ground and making damage areas, so they are a priority whenever I see them. The Snipers are issue number 2. Because they make this red line of absolute death if you sit on it. Okay, that's a pretty standard wave, nothing to worry about.
Let's go!
Anger rising. See,
Oh, a helicopter almost fell on us. That's great. Oh, we have a guard cavalier now, who is currently priority number 1, and who is also riding a bloody dinosaur. Because of course he is. Ow! Ow! Can you not? Shut up about your master. I have business with the guy who's mounted on someone else. Your master can wait. Ow! Okay then. Good night, Black. Rest well. Now, this is one of our pals from Destiny's Edge who vanished into the Paradox Worlds, for lack of a better explanation. And he's back. With a few new dragon tricks up his sleeve. Fun little fact, the class that I'm currently playing, Revenant, is actually introduced in this expansion. And currently it's the only class that was completely added by an expansion. And is exclusive to it. Okay, you're not... The dino is worrying me, so I'll handle it first. Okay, now I can deal with you. Okay, see ya, Black. Again, thank you for dropping by. And rest well. Ow. Okay, let's go door for a bit. There we go. So, the reason why I'm mentioning the adding of the class, Ridlock was previously a warrior, but after going to the Mist, he is now a Revenant like I am. And the entire idea of the class is that you go to the Mists, which is basically the afterlife, or purgatory sort of, and you contract various spirits to use their power from when they were alive. And because of that, I currently have the power of the Dwarf King, the power of a legendary demon, the power of the Centaur Ventari, who helped birth the Silvari into the world, and the power of the legendary assassin Shiro Tagachi, who is responsible for the Jade Sea incident, which is actually very relevant for the expansion that's yet to come, that's going to appear in like 3 weeks or so. So I'm curious what lines he will have when we get there, because they do sometimes randomly talk and ask questions.
Hope you don't mind me joining in, Commander. It looked like you could use some help.
Tribune? You're alive! But where have you been? And what's that new magic you're using?
Yeah, that's some new magical, right?
Cub. All you need to know is that I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Right now, we've got comrades to rescue and dragon minions to kill.
Ritlock's right. We need to find Destiny's Edge and hit Mordremoth where it lives. Let's go, Tribune. Time for us to kill another Elder Dragon.
Commander, there are more Pale Reavers out there. I'd like to gather them together and take command. As a Silvari only unit, we can
Also,
monitor and
the
protect
each
ourselves
expansion
from threats both
adds
internal
an
and
elite
external.
spec of sorts.
If any of us show signs
Basically a way to expand on the current skills of
the
a class.
will do what needs to be done.
The skills that Willock just used are from that elite specialization. And we can actually unlock it ourselves. And that's also the plan and why I've changed the colors and the armor to better fit the character.
Thank you, Commander.
With the newest specialization once we unlock it.
That's where the Pale Reavers were trained to go. And do talk to some of the Pale Reavers we rescued. They may have overheard valuable intel while they were imprisoned.
Will do.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
I saw you dive into the mists. Where did you end up? How did you learn new magic?
Look, history is full of legendary figures, heroes and villains, idols and monsters. While I was in the mists, I figured out how to harness their power and make it work for me, okay?
Okay, but...
I like how he always dodges the actual questions.
Save him. We've got a mission, soldier. Let's get to work.
Ritlock looks different.
He fights different, too. How is he doing what he's doing?
Doesn't matter. It's working. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah, I'm also glad the person with the legendary fire sword is here in the jungle to kill the jungle dragon. I don't know about you, but that sounds like something that's very, very appropriate and necessary. I'm surprised they don't make a bigger deal out of it. And now we get to actually enter the proper map. We see all of the people playing around.
Wow, that's quality armor.
Thank you so much. Take a look.
This is the armor that we can get in the map, although I believe I've most of it unlocked already. Might be wrong. We do have a few things that we can buy that unlock various achievements, but that's for later.
Commander, over here.
Glad you're here, Commander. The Pack still need your help, especially with all the distrust being aimed at Silvari.
I'll do what I can, but I've got to find Destiny's Edge and Traherne. Mordrum took them all prisoner. They could be anywhere. I need to know where they were taken, or at least find someone who knows the lay of the land.
I've seen Mordrum, force marching high-value prisoners west, deeper into the jungle. It's not much, but it's a start. As for knowledge of the terrain, if you head north, you'll also run into a village of local Hylic called Itzel.
Hylic being frogs.
They're fast and agile.
Frog people.
And they know how to get around. With their help, your search will go a lot faster. But the first thing I do is check in at the large pact camp in the west. The people there should know more. Oh, and keep that glider handy. Navigating the jungle.
Yeah, now is where we normally get the glider.
Here can be fatal.
But since I've already completed most of the game, and this is just me going back into the game to replay the story, I already have pretty much everything unlocked. Minus some raid stuff.
Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Oh wait, that's down, not up. Deeper into the jungle. Oh? Mordrim killed. Someone activated this, but didn't kill all the enemies. Where's the last one? Hello? Excuse me for a bit. There we go. That's all. It's telling me there's one more enemy somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh. I got too close to the jungle dragon. I fought every dragon that's available, to be more exact. Not on this character, though. Oh, hey, it actually counted because I hit it. Well, okay, then I'm not gonna complain. A win's a win, as they say. But yes, I have fought most of the dragons. In fact, let me see if there's any of the bigger ones up. Since I only did want to properly start the expansion here. And do the next story. So I guess I could just hop on for a little bit on the other character and try and show you one of the dragons if they are available. Just a small check. I'm using this character because this one has explored the entire map. It's my main character. A human necromancer. Although Gravedigger would probably be a lot more appropriate to the name, to the class description. Because I do a lot of putting bodies into the ground, not so much digging them up. Now let's see. We don't actually have any of the bigger bosses. Or at least not the impressive ones. Okay, I guess we can do one more story point to reach where I wanted to reach, and then we can go and do that. This is also where they added adventures of sorts. Where you go to a specific location. Oh wait, we need to clear the surrounding area. Ah, it's not available now. Okay then. Actually that's not a bad idea. I think I'll hydrate myself. Give me a second here. Now that I think about it, let me just use the gliding a little bit more. Since it is in team and all that. I have to go... Where do I have to go? Over there. Getting some more hero points here. And I do believe, yeah. Now we have enough to unlock one of the 2 elite specializations. And since this is the Heart of Thorns, and I do want to showcase everything the expansions have to offer, I'll be doing them in proper order. So, Path of Fire I'll do as a Renegade, and I'll do as a Herald the Heart of Thorns expansion. The first upgrade allows us to... Let me see. Yes, the first one allows us to equip a shield, if I'm not mistaken. And use the power of the Crystal Dragon. Glint. The Dragon of Prophecy. But first, we must equip the specialization over here. And with that... Wait, it's not yet oh! I need one more. Okay. So I can only equip the shield for now. Fair enough. And let's change it to something a bit more appropriate for the specialization. There we go. The Wing of Glint. Welcome back, Alsa. So now, we also have the power of the legendary Dragon Stance. Which currently doesn't actually do a lot for us because we don't have any skills for it. So we're just going to stick to Dwarf for now. We do, however, gain the crystal... the ability to use shields. Especially this one, which will be very useful because it makes us invulnerable for a few seconds and heals us. I'll be making sure to pick up more skill points as we come across them. Also, fun fact, you don't actually have to get all of them. My birthday? It's the 18th of July. So it's quite a ways away. I'm trying to do something. I'm not sure if the game will... Oh, the game will allow me. It will definitely allow me to do it. Whee! Also, yes, the mounts will take the damage for you. So that's nice. Yes, it hurt. My raptor, not me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm supposed to be talking to someone who's down here.
How can I help you, Commander?
Marshal Traherne and Destiny's Edge were taken prisoner. I'm trying to track them down. Do you know anything?
I haven't seen them, except for Kaith. She was.
Oh, where is she? Where is she? She has the egg.
Here.
Kaith's here? When did you see her? Where did she go?
She came through a few hours ago, heading west. She was trying to keep a low profile, but
West,
I spotted
eh?
her.
Was she wearing a large backpack?
I think so. I only caught a glimpse. You of all people know how stealthy she can be. What was in the back?
You don't need to know.
Something important to me.
Exactly.
And when I catch up to her, I'm going to take it back. Thanks very much.
Good luck. Ask around before you leave. A lot of these soldiers have seen things I haven't. Things that could be useful.
Scout, report.
Commander, glad to have you with us.
I can't stay. I need to find where the Mordrim take their high-value prisoners.
All the prisoner trains I've seen go west, especially ones with officers and the like.
What do you know about the Itzel?
The tree frogs to the northeast? Not much. They're quick. They move through the canopy like they were born in it. I think they're friendly, but with all the Mordrim activity around here, I'm guessing they have to play it safe. Anyway, you'll need help if you're heading west. Ask the Itzel. They'll know the best way to get where you're going.
So, we are about to meet the frog people. Or rather, the new frog people. Because these are different from the ones we already know. Well, someone has played a lot of PvP. Because I know that armor. It takes a lot of PvP to get that one. To be fair, I could probably also get it, but I just prefer to use the resources for something else. As it's cosmetic only, essentially. And now we come to the very title of the stream. The jungle provides.
So boss, sorry, Commander, did you learn anything from the other survivors?
The Pact soldiers all talk about prisoners being taken deeper into the jungle.
Then we need to go deeper into the jungle. I'm ready.
Hold on. We don't know this region, but there are potentially friendly Hylic nearby, and we could use their help.
Yes, it is full on Jumanji now.
Throws at us. We know where to look. Let's start looking.
Not without better intel. We're in Mordrim's territory, and I won't let us get ambushed like the fleet was.
But we're not... Okay, fine. Let's talk to these Hylic.
Commander, look! Over there!
Mordrim guard! Let's show these new Hylic which side we're on. Move out!
Okay, everyone. Time to get buff. Let's go. Okay, that did not last half the time I expected it to.
We won't let that happen. Hit him hard, people.
Oh my god, there's so much red. No, no. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Alright. Ow. God, that hurt. Also, hi, Big Frog, and hi, Tiny Frog. Also, I really love Titslak's voice. Just wait till you hear it.
Glad you strangers showed up. I am Ibli, of the Itzel Hylic. Welcome, and thank you.
I'm glad we could help. We've also lost people to the Mordrim, and we'd like your assistance in getting them back.
Of course. We have a common enemy. We need to warn our village. But come with us and meet Arcana, the chieftain. We can't help you if we are not safe. But if you help us secure the village, I'm sure the Kana will offer her support.
Excellent. Let me speak with my people, and then we'll be honored to meet your chieftain.
Yes, Froggy.
Air and the others are in danger. I'm not going to waste time making introductions. I volunteer to scout ahead.
Bad idea. We can't risk getting separated. I also prefer to work alone, but we don't always get what we want.
I'll go with Erson. We'll pick up the trail while the rest of you make contact with these Itzel.
Agreed. Ritlock and Bram, see what you can see and don't go too far without us. The rest of you, with me. We are ready to help. Lead the way.
Oh, don't worry, I'm keeping a close eye on them.
These new highlights are hard to read, but they seem truthful. A little more time and I'll have a handle on them.
I bet my whiskers on that, Kaz. For the Itzel, I mean. I'm not so sure about the big guy.
The big guy is Tislak of the New HoT. Ibli and I are a team. Our people are allies. And I have excellent healing.
Hi, Tislak. Nice work with the hammer back there.
I love Tislak.
Our scouts have returned. Inform the Khana right away.
The plant ghouls keep coming. Stronger each time.
We have to alert the village, but then we send someone back to tend to the fallen.
Also, I love that he actually has armor on him.
Mordrim are massing in huge numbers just outside the village.
Commander, as we go deeper into Mordremoth's territory, I trust you'll make it clear which side I'm on. I don't want the Itzel or anyone else mistaking me for a Mordrim guard or a packed turncoat.
It would be cruel irony for me to die wrongly accused.
Don't worry.
Yeah, so Kanak has a little bit of being on the bad side history and then repenting for it, so he really doesn't like people think he's the traitor. Mother? Oh yeah, she was your mother. Now remember.
This time. Well done. Wait, your party is too small. Where are the rest of your scouts?
Rest? What rest?
And if not for these new arrivals, we would be too.
The jungle provides. Thank you, strangers. Are you also here to help us protect our village?
We are. The Mordrim are a threat to us too. We're here to stop them. Your people and mine can help each other.
I say we strike first and hit the Mordrim as they muster. They won't expect us to attack them.
Too risky. Our people here need protection. We should focus on improving the village's defenses.
What say you, strangers? Amayale sent you to us. I would appreciate your counsel.
Amayale is what they refer to as the jungle.
Come, strangers. We can cut down the Mordrim guard before they ever reach the village.
The bad guy to good guy ratio's all wrong. I say we balance the equation by taking out the Mordrim in the jungle.
Yes, the jungle provides is their motto. Which is ironic because, you know, the jungle dragon.
I say we defend the village. No matter how many Mordrim come, these tight spaces will work in our favor.
There are too many innocents here. We should dig in and help them defend themselves.
Let's head out. If we wipe out the attacking force, the village won't need defenses.
So what do you think? Do we stay with the little guy and defend the village, or do we go with the big hammer dude and smash everything to pieces? What would you advise? They're both froggies. Which froggy? The little one or the big one? I mean, to be fair, Titzlak is more of a toad. The big one, there we go. Okay, Titzlak, let's go.
The newcomers agree with me. We should attack.
Very well. Strangers, if this works, I promise that in turn our scouts will help you find your friends. Good luck.
With respect, Kaya, if you'd seen our new friends fight, you'd know we don't need luck.
I remember why I like him now.
These Mordrum Guard, are they as much trouble elsewhere as they are here?
Yes, they're new. And compared to the rest of Mordremoth's slaves, they're the least mindless and the most dangerous.
That is troubling. But the jungle provides, and until now we've been on our own. I'm glad you're here.
I don't know if your jungle brought us here, but we are definitely going to help with your Mordrum problem.
Oh, you bloody teleporting piece of... God damn it, Bullfang! You're not a Bullfang, you're just a normal boar, my bad. You're as annoying as the Bullfanger from Monster Hunter Rise, my bad. I blame the boar. I gave him the wrong name. He's doing exactly what the Bullfanger in Monster Hunter Rise does. He just charges at you randomly, at the worst of times.
I need lots of room to fight, so I say, let's move out and hit them before they hit us.
Oh, you bloody archer. Get... Ow! Nah. I'm sorry, but I can see invisibility. I have that mastered. It's not going to go so easy for you this time. Well, that doesn't look ominous at all. Mind cleaning a pack for us, big guy. I'm sure the hammer can be put to good use.
People have done a lot of damage, and they mean to do more. We have to stop them here.
Give it a good old whack.
Stand back.
Okay, everyone, charge! Ow! There we go. Now we just need to protect this place and defend it. Is there no one? I'm pretty sure there were supposed to be reinforcements by this point. Hello? Anyone?
We can't let the Mordrum Guard take back this territory. Someone needs to hold the ground we've cleared.
I understand. I'll send word to the Itzel scouts. They'll keep what we claim.
Okay, I think they heard that. And whack. Ow. Stop kicking me, damn it. Ow. I think I'm hearing more the HoT, which is not good.
Mordramoth speaks again. It knows
Yep.
we're here, and it's trying to twist my thoughts. Pathetic.
I need you to take this more seriously. The last thing we need is another Silvari surprise.
Don't worry about me. The harder Mordramoth tests me, the harder I resist.
That's good to know.
That should teach the Mordrum. Oh, look there, near that strange blister. It's one of our fallen scouts.
They were dragged here, just like the packed soldiers. But what's happening to them?
Mordrum take a body from the battlefield and turn it into many monsters. So we always burn our dead immediately.
Mordramoth is using them for something. I say we keep our dead out of
Yeah.
Destroy those blisters now.
So the jungle dragon is taking the dead. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's something Zaitan did.
These strange blister chambers. They're important to Mordramoth.
Heads up, people! More Mordrum inbound! Might makes right.
Okay, I'm just gonna block this. Okay, we need to take out the blighting pods. Oh, and there's one more, great. Can you not? Some of us are trying to have a lunch later today. I don't know, maybe not right now, but still. Can you... No, you cannot stop, you're gonna kill me. Okay, never mind. As much as I would like you to stop, you're definitely not going to do so. Yes, I think that was the idea.
Those blister chambers. It's like some twisted mockery of the grove.
I'll hold this area. Leave it to me. You keep going.
Wait, we're supposed to go down there? Ah, yes. Now I see my objective.
Might makes right.
Nope. That was the worst timing possible. Okay. Ow. Stop it with the arrows. Where are you? You're over there.
I have returned to fight at your side.
Okay. Ow.
My work is not finished.
Thank God for shields.
We must rise and return to the fight.
Can you not? Can you stop doing that?
This is psychological warfare designed to break our resolve. Mordramoth is playing mind games, not just me so far.
Okay, heal up, dodge. And freeze.
Together we have no equal.
Okay.
The jungle provides.
The village is safe from Mordrum Guard, for now. I just wish we knew more about those blister growths.
There we go.
We do not. The Mordrum Guard didn't expect us to attack them, let alone beat them.
True, true.
Atli extends our gratitude to your new friends. She asks you to provide the guidance they seek.
I'm ready. Just as the jungle provided the strangers to us, she now provides us to them.
Thank you both. 2 of my people went on ahead. We need to find them and press on as quickly as possible.
Oh, and we actually get bladed headgear. I do believe I already have this armor set completely unlocked, but let's see. Cowl, mask, yes. It's completely unlocked. I do believe I'm still missing, what was it again? Maybe the chest piece? Probably that. Because I do believe we need to do quite a few events in this map, and it needs to be a bit more... How do I say this? It needs to be a bit more cooperation between the players in the map. However, we do have a hero point there, and I want it. So I'm just going to go hop on and get it. Will it be easy? Probably not. But hey, that never stopped me before. Now let's see, it's... Wait. I've marked it on the map. Now I just have to fly all the way there. Which again, easier said than done. There are other ways without the mounts, because again, the mounts were not a thing when the expansion first appeared. But it is more convenient with the mounts. As you can quite clearly notice by now. Higher still, I see. No, thank you. Oh. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, it's this challenge. What in the even are you doing, phone? Oh god, okay. I'm gonna try it, but I'm probably gonna die.
We must rise and return to the fight.
Okay, maybe if it's all of us, well, all of us, me and the Necromancer, maybe we can do it. Okay, now while it's down, hit it hard. Don't get nommed on. I say as I get almost annihilated and nommed on. Good job, me. Get back here.
Anger rising.
Okay. Okay, with a necromancer I can do this. Solo. Unlikely. This is one of the harder points, by the way. There we go. Did it. Whew. Okay. Oh, you have holidays next week. That's fantastic. I wish I did. Still, I'm glad for you. It's nice to have 3 days. Okay, I think we can get even more skills now. Or at least one more skill. Okay, hold on. What does this actually... Oh yeah, it's the... thingamajig. Give me a second. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We are back now. There we go. Now, what that did is replace the normal skill we had here with something that's a little bit better, can be triggered on, and will actually give us a little bit of damage reduction, pulsating. It's basically an upgraded version of what we had before, that also has a passive effect. Now if we were to be on the dragon, it increases the duration of boons, aka buffs, that we apply. If we were to change to the assassin, it becomes the ability to steal life with strikes. The demon transfers the condition from nearby allies to myself, which is... It sounds bad in theory, but it's actually very good for the demon build. And the centaur just gives healing every few seconds. So pretty good stuff as we unlock more of it. But for now the dwarf is still better. At the very least until we have the healing. Which will take a few more experience points. Now let's see, if I'm not mistaken, one of them is right there. In a bit of a precarious location. Nearly the middle of a drake nest. Oh, someone cleared it. Fantastic. No drakes. Please don't spawn. Okay, just in time. I'm gonna go before the drake spawn. I don't want to deal with that. Let's see, any other points I could get? There's one more over there. And it's kind of in our way anyway, so I guess we can get it. Now, normally the intended way of getting there is to have a certain mastery that you can use to teleport from point A to point B. How most people did it, however, was notice there was a point there, notice it was down, and just jump down and looked for it until they found it. Like so, with the glider. They completely avoided a mastery, which is from the third map. This is the first map of the expansion, by the way. This thing here, Verdant Brink, is the first map of the expansion. The expansion has a total of 4 maps. Auric Basin, Tangled Depths, and I'm drawing a blank on the last one. What was the name of it? Oh well, we'll get there when we get there. And now we can actually use the healing skill, which is ridiculously overpowered, if you ask me. Because on use, it will invert all incoming damage into healing for a few seconds. So for those few seconds, I am invulnerable. I'm gonna die immediately after if I'm not careful, but for those few seconds I am truly, truly invulnerable. And also it gives regeneration every few seconds. And I can keep this up forever. The entire point of the dragon stance deals with buffs and keeping them up at all times. If you manage them correctly, of course. Now let's get on our trusty beetle and be on our merry way.
Good to see you again, my friend. On Kalamiakin's orders, I'm ready to help you find your companions who went ahead.
Yeah, sorry, the bike is a bit difficult to control for me.
Your friends may be skilled fighters, but they left a trail even our newest scouts could follow.
I'm not surprised. They were in a rush. Can you tell me which way they went?
I've just sent a squad of new recruits.
Goddamn shrooms.
They will have seen some sign of your friends.
And how do I find the scouts?
Here, use this warbler to locate them. Find them, inform them that I sent you, and they'll steer you right.
Thanks.
Okay, now we need to find the scouts.
On the mend.
Scout? Wait, how do I use that? Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello.
I was supposed to find them, but I already knew where they were, so I just went straight for them.
Tislak sent me. I tasked 2 of my people with tracking Mordrim prisoners, and now I need to catch up with them. I need to find the prisoners, or my trackers. One's a young Norn, and the other's a Char with a flaming sword.
Sorry, haven't seen anyone like that. But I did hear about 2 strangers cutting their way west toward Auric Basin. Mundi, another scout, is stationed in that area. Might have
Ow.
said something. Your warbler should lead you to him.
Oh yeah, one of the cool things about this expansion, the shrooms. These are the jumpy shrooms. Swift flips. Yep.
Help us collect scrap material from the cave.
Now normally this is actually not a part that you should be in, because this is actually outside of the map. Because mounts again were not added when the map got released. But others were actually pretty okay with it most of the time, and they were like, yeah sure, you can fly outside of the map, just, you know, have fun.
On the mend. Nothing like the spoils of war.
Oh god, not the shrooms. Where is that guy? Oh, he's up there. Okay, never mind, now I see him.
Where'd you get the warbler?
The defenses are finished, Master Mongo. He and Kuwata said you could help find my friends, a Char and a Norn.
I saw them, led by Alayani and a big flaming sword. They've headed toward the border of our hunting grounds.
Okay.
One of my fellow scouts is stationed near there. A word of warning. Ubek was scouting a hostile caustic Itzel village there. Be very careful when you approach her. I also strongly recommend you learn to use the local mushrooms. You'll need powerful jumps to get where you're going.
Oh, don't worry, I already know how to do that. I've already mastered the way of the shroom. I have played I have been a Teemo main for about 3 weeks. I have mastered the shrooms.
Very good, Farron. Remember the old training dump?
Now they tell you need it, but that's not exactly 100% true. Although, so many leaves, I do want to land somewhere for a second. Okay, right over there. You know, I never realized until now, but that looks kind of like a face with eyes. I don't think I had this perspective before.
I'm trying to keep a low profile here, but you've clearly got a purpose.
Shroom gaming indeed.
What do you need, stranger?
Tislak sent me. I'm looking for a Char with a flaming sword.
Oh my god, I just realized. I just realized the irony of you use the shrooms to go high.
So you're not a prisoner.
How did I not notice it in... How long has it been since the expansion has been out? 40 years? I haven't noticed it until this very moment, when you mentioned shroom gaming. How did that evade me?
Thanks, and good luck with your mission.
I swear, Despite being the narrator of realities, I can be sometimes I can be the most dense person on the planet. Oh, someone died here.
Finished.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get you. How did you die? Did you drop down or something? Oh, you teleported, never mind. You didn't want to be rescued here. Fair enough. Let me just find a place to land where it's safe. Relatively, at the very least. Okay, you know what? This is relatively safe.
Didn't we already kill that creature back in the caves?
There was a similarity.
It looked like Diarmid, but as a twisted, blighted form. It and the others came from that tree to the north.
These enemies are getting stronger. They could overwhelm us soon.
Sometimes realities can be very tricky. Oh, indeed. Indeed. Let's see if I can find one of the bigger bosses. Anyone up? Oh, we have the car. We have the car and the Cloud Jormag. Honestly, the car I kinda have to do for one of the achievements, so we're going there. Let's hope we can catch it. It's one of the cooler bosses. It's semi-spoilery if I'm being a little bit honest. Because it deals with the Ice Dragon Jormag. It's one of its lieutenants. But it's such a cool fight, I don't even care. Like, honestly. If I can show it, I will. Let me see if I can find a group for that. We should be in Ranger Marshes. There we go. The car. Let's see if we are in time or if I'm late. If not, we'll just go for the Claw of Jormag. Oh, it just began. Perfect. I just have to gather a lot of these essences. To activate a bonus. You can see it here. Power of Valor. That becomes very important later on. Actually, wait, I should train that one. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. Yeah, we have an entire, whatchamacallit, an entire squad. Hello there, Zilius. And it's close to a raid, actually. It's a world boss. Or at least the beginning of one. So you've come at the perfect time. Okay, we got the second buff. We need just one more and we are perfectly prepared for this. I decided to just show it off because I wanted to show one of the bigger bosses in the game. Because Guild Wars excels at doing the bigger bosses. Like, they're some of the coolest ones. This is not the coolest one, but it's pretty high up there. Ow. Gathering the buffs. And we have all the buffs. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it is getting a little bit laggy on my stream, I think. It's actually perfectly fine for me in the game. Just a little bit. I should probably take... There's a certain... Ah yes, now the ice dragon is whispering to us. That's the screen effect going on. You can see it in the chat here.
It's here. I know.
Turn off the preview. No. Okay, let's see. Okay, I hope that helps. Turned it off. Okay.
I am Javi, blood of Svanir, a daughter of Jorah. You know why I've come, yet you cower in the ice. Face me, and let us finish what you started. All right, everyone, get ready.
Sorry, I had to buff up before. Yeah, it really is a nice looking boss. Okay, now I have to jump over the waves. 1, 2. 1. 2. Okay, dodge that. Yeah, where is it? I lost it. Oh, it's behind me. God damn it, Ricky. Why you do this to me? I missed. Oh, I'm missing all of them. Also, I should mention, this is the first phase of the fight. You're about to see several others. Okay, I think he's going back in. Yep. Why can't I see him? Hold on. Are my settings that? Selection zone. Is it because of the shadows? It might be because of the shadows. Okay, you do that. We'll be protecting you. Oh, I'm already full on loot. Oh, I made mistakes. I forgot I had so much stuff. God damn it. What can I afford to actually throw away? Yes, I'm trying. That one when you throw stuff, entire stacks of stuff, because you have too much of it. Yeah, but here's the thing, Zilius. It's not like other MMOs in that you can probably finish the entire story of it. Yeah, I don't have time to attack. I need to clear my inventory. But here's the thing. It's one of the most casual MMOs out there in terms of leveling. Like, I can promise you, if you have time to play any other game, you probably have time to play this. Like, the amount of time it takes you to get to maximum level here is about the amount of time it takes you to get to level, like, I don't know, 20 or so in other MMOs. And after that, you're just at max level. You don't need to farm 10 quintillion hours for your gear. Max level 20 was for the very first game. This one has a max level of 80, but you get it a lot easier than in the first game. Like, you actually had to grind a lot more, because this is Guild Wars 2, not Guild Wars 1. In the second game, you actually had to grind it quite a bit. In this one, not so much. Like, I have some friends. Black, for example, who was here earlier. She just started playing, and I think she's at level 50 or so already. In the free version of the game. She started less than a week ago or so. And she's not been playing just that. Barely played. It really is that easy to make EXP in this game. Ow. Forgot to check the wall. No. I'm not getting hit. Okay. And the jump. And the jump. And the jump. Out. Oh, come on, you counted as multiple ticks. That's some BS. Okay, everyone. CC. There we go. Done.
It's stealing magic from the lost spirits. Ox, eagle, wolverine. The gate's open. Now get in there and cut off the source. The magic's coming.
Now it will go in and a class for beginners. Honestly, I'm hesitant to recommend it because I've seen it be too beginner friendly, if that makes sense. But either Hunter or Necromancer are my recommendations. Hunter because you have the pet who will revive you even if you go down, which in the base game will almost never happen. And Necromancer, because there's a second HP bar you have that makes you even stronger. You are basically a boss in player character form. So yeah, those are my 2 recommendations for it. Okay, back to the fight with us. And now its champion is over here. Probably going to die to AoE at some point, sooner rather than later. Oh no. Almost went back into it, that's fine. Put your feet down, damn it. I would be more than up for it, Zilius, honestly. Like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. It also has a bit of the Dark Souls style mechanics with dodging. You can see the endurance bar down here, which is used only for dodges usually. Jump, jump. Ah, I got hit. But I'm just going to deal with the shaman from over here. Okay, damage phase. Get in. Revive people. Okay, everyone ready? Guys, there we go. Fun fact, there is a class that replaces the dodge with just walking. So you can actually do that and still dodge. I do believe it's a specialization of the Mesmer to do exactly that. Also now we'll be using a bit of a portal exploit to get people in where they shouldn't be. Because normally if you fight one of the bosses, you aren't allowed to go back in there. But you can use portals from the Mesmers to teleport back in. Also, I'm gonna get one of these. Goddamn, Drokhar. That actually scared me. Ah. Oh, it's you guys. Can you guys not? Oh, and he's back. Careful. If I get hit 6 more times, I lose the achievement that I'm trying to do right now. And yes, I'm while streaming and explaining stuff, I'm trying to do an achievement that requires me to not get hit 15 times versus the boss. No, careful. There's one more mini boss to deal with after this phase, and then he's dead.
You think you can get away from us? You'll have to come out sometime.
And he did. Oh, that's the big one. Oh no, that's the waves. I can deal with the waves, that's fine. I say as I get hit once. Okay, that's the waves that I don't want to deal with. Okay guys, I'll be right back here, safely, away from the giant dragon. Oh no, the mechanics are simple. This is not a raid, remember. The raids are a little bit more complex.
Refreshing.
Okay, it's fine. I didn't almost die there. Nah, you're imagining stuff. Okay, now I'm in. I actually managed to use the portal this time. Which is good, because if it wasn't obvious, Necromancers are a little bit of a DPS class. We hit a little bit hard. Compared to everyone else, at the very least. We're also the tankiest class in the game somehow, so there's that. It's a really weird spot the Necromancers have in the game. They have the highest HP bar, they have a second bar in addition to the highest HP bar, and they have traits and skills to gain more armor than the armored classes. It's a very weird spot they are in. The problem is they feel heavy. Every move they do is calculated. Okay, I'm just going to deal with the seer over here. Mainly because I only have 2 stacks left. Okay, final DPS phase, let's go. Oh, it was not enough. Oh, this is bad. Or maybe. 3, 2. There we go! And I even got the achievement. Okay, that was good. That was some good stuff. Oh, I'm already full on loot. God damn it. Okay, at least I can deposit some of it. And if I'm not mistaken, that should have also cleared one of the current achievements from Season of Dragons. It should be this one. Yeah, Revenge on the Car. Revenge on the Car from becoming more powerful. aka killing him. Oh, it's a bonus. Interesting. But yeah, that was my main character, the Necromancer. Which is quite a bit different from the other one. You know, I think we can actually go and see the Claw of Jormag as well. It's a simple boss, one of the first ones in the game, unlike Drakkar. But it's very spectacular if we can see it in time. Oh, there it is. Ah, new people forgetting that you have to start the fight away from him. Everyone there is probably going to die soon. Ah, yes, and the fear. Totally forgot about that one. And that one. I'm just gonna go and revive people before I die myself, so someone can pick me up when I inevitably die in this. No. Okay, I protected myself, it's fine. Up. Say hi to the Claw of Jormag. A lieutenant of Jormag. aka one of the tiny dragons in the game. Well, I think we got all the way to the second phase. Not bad. Also, there's an achievement if you sit right around here and it lands on you when he comes down.
The cannons have been adjusted. This time we'll bring it down. For good. Here it comes.
Let's see if it drops on someone. Yep. One person got smacked. Oh no, he definitely looks cool. But he's a far simpler boss fight compared to the previous one. Now, what we're currently doing, because we really should not be sitting here in the field of damage, is out healing him. We are out healing all of the damage that he's putting out. So we're just hitting him when we normally should not. Again, this is a cheese strat. It's not something you usually see done. Normally what we should be doing is protecting some golems from the ice spikes, leading them over here where they explode, and afterwards he comes down and the field goes down and we can actually hit him properly. What we are doing is the cheesiest of cheese strats. And oh yeah, I forgot we were still in that squad. Tomorrow is Monday indeed. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it at first, but I'm actually doing quite a few things to keep myself alive. I did not want to double tap that. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Only almost died. And boom. Dead Drugon. I'd say may he never rise again, but I already know he has like a stockpile of the damn things. Those are basically grunts to the Elder Dragons. They have several of them. Oh, one Claw of Jormak died. Oh well, I guess I'll just take one out of the sack. Here, have another one. And I think one of the zones that shows this the best, let me see if I can remember which one it is. I think it was this one. I think it was the Cursed Shore. That one should be it. The Cursed Shore shows this the best, because if you look to the skies, you'll see like 10 of them flying without any issue. Granted, they're the undead version of it. Yeah, look, just casually. Not a care in the world. And there's way more of them. Oh look, another one in the distance, if I just angle it right. The same amount of Steve from Minecraft. I'm not certain how strong Steve from Minecraft is, but I do know the commander from Guild Wars 2, he's strong. Like, he's very strong. It doesn't even matter if you play a mage, he's strong. That said, as promised, I have shown... I've actually shown 2 of the world bosses. There's a lot more, but I don't want to spoil all of them in one single stream. I would argue that difficulty-wise, to answer Zilius's... what was it again? It wasn't a question necessarily, it was more of a realization. The mechanics were simple. I think I can class Guild Wars 2 content in 4 types. There's the normal PvE stuff, which is the lowest difficulty in the base game. There's the expansions. There's the strikes. There's the fractals. And above the high-level fractals are the raids. I have never done a raid in my life. Fun fact. All the raids I've joined have failed. They are not easy. You need proper coordination, builds and whatnot. And most people don't have that in this game. It's also why the rewards are very good for them, if you actually do manage to do them. But yeah, I haven't. The most I've gotten to is doing the high-level fractals. Those I can do, those I can manage. The strikes missions, I can do most of them if the other people are okay with it and know what to do as well. They're not the hardest thing ever. But the raids, nah, the raids will totally annihilate me. Oh wait, I entered the wrong character. God damn it. Yeah, that's also me, mostly, honestly. And that's why I haven't done the raids. Everything else you can pretty much do as a solo player. Even if you team up with other people, it doesn't feel like you're teaming up, and it also doesn't feel like you're solo. It's a bit of a mix. A wonderful mix, might I add. Because, as you saw just now, when I entered the boss fight against the Claw of Jormag, I didn't join a group, I just went there and just did it with everyone else. That's how a lot of the content is in this game. You can basically treat it as a solo game. And I think that's both a strength and a weakness of the game, depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the basic MMO experience, it's hard for me to recommend the game. If you're looking for a good RPG as a solo experience, along with the possibility of playing it with friends and multiplayer, highly recommend it. Oh, and before I close the stream, there's one more thing that I do want to show off, just a little bit, since it is my... It's kind of my pride and joy, because I mostly build the entire thing myself. The guild hall. Although it's pretty much just me right now. I'm gonna wait for stuff to load in, because I have added a lot of furniture in this. A lot. What you see right now, appearing and popping in, all of these are added by me. All of the trees. Cannons, a giant dragon tooth, the bird, the columns of fire, the crystals, all of these are added by me in the guild. Including the crystal scorpion over here, which I really like. Now, normally, the guild unlocks the more you upgrade it, and there's quite a few upgrades you can have for it. I personally decided to place furniture that I can use to circumvent this. So I can just ignore most of the upgrades and just go where I want in my guild. I should not be able to go right here. Not yet, at the very least. And I just said, nah, I'm gonna put some statues. Gonna put a giant tree over there on the other statue. Gonna make my own pathway over here. No, I actually had to do something specific to get it. You don't randomly get it that much. These are stuff I actually had to go and actively try and get. The hawks are also placed by me. What I want to do is create a giant pathway over here that you can race on. That just goes around the entire place like this. Also, one of the things that I'm certain Zilius will probably have in his guild, if he plays the game a bit more, this. That digit hologram dancers. Character home. It's technically the guild's home, but since I'm currently the only active member, it's basically my home. I can do whatever I want with it. I was doing whatever I wanted with it even before, when everyone was still active, so yeah. I do believe there's also those to display armor sets and whatnot, although those are much harder to find. Or make. I can't remember if you find them or if you make them. There's even a PvP arena where you can go and fight other guild members. I had a few obstacles myself to it. A few more statues, some trees. Honestly, if there's one grind in the game, it's getting stuff for the guild. That and legendary weapons. Anything else, you don't need to care about. And the legendary weapons are not necessary. They're like, well, I want to have one. And I'm gonna play a lot of the game to get it. That's basically it. Stat-wise, it's the exact same as Ascended Rarity, which is the one below. So if you have Ascended, you don't really need Legendary, other than for the look or convenience. Yeah, exactly, so you actually don't need it. That's what I'm saying. You can just ignore the Legendary stuff and go for Ascended. Because that's the stats and that's all you need. Now granted, I've played so long, I actually have most of my gear is actually legendary because I've played it for so long. And I was like, you know what? I've been playing this for 2 years. How hard can it be to get a legendary? Had it 2 months later. Stop playing, return to the game. Oh, they have armor now. Let me just get an entire set of legendary armor. Very nice. Okay, what's next? And it's not even that I've been out of stuff to do. Because if you go here, in achievements, all of these are not complete. All of these are stuff that I can go out and do and complete them. And these are just 2 things. Like, if I go, say, I don't know, Path of Fire, Desolation. Look at how much stuff I haven't even touched. Crystal Oasis, I think it's the one where I'm almost done. And it's the map I've been in the most in the second expansion. And I'm still not done with it, by the way. There's still things I can find. And that's one map. One. Heart of Thorns. I'm still not done with all the stuff that you can do in it. This, Dragon Stand, that was the name. It's basically a boss fight map. So it's actually kind of easy to do all the stuff in it. That's the only reason I have completed it. Because you basically do it 3 times and each time you go a different route. So you fight the boss 3 times and that's it. If you do it right from the start. And let's not even talk about the secondary story stuff. Or the journal stuff, which again, I have completed the big reward for them, but I still haven't completed all of them. And some of them I haven't completed even that. There's so much stuff to do in the game, you literally cannot ever get bored of it. Sure, you can put it aside, prioritize other games, and return to it after a while. I've done that many times myself. But it's one of those games that just feels nice to play and you can always return to it and it will have stuff for you to do. You don't have to do them. But most of them you're actually gonna wanna do them. Just because, why not? Why not go and squeeze some frogs into a juicer to reveal enemy spies? Or fight a dragon that's the size of an entire island. Oh yeah, speaking of which, since I am on this character, you may have noticed there's a little thing in the sea that was not there before. There's the tail, there's the head, decapitated might I add, there's the wing, and the body, and another wing. Can you tell this is one of the Elder Dragons? Look how big the bloody thing is. I can literally go and sit on his face. Like, no joke. I'm actually going to show you how big this thing is. Because it's gigantic. And it's not on the other character. Goddamn Azilius. Of course you had to ask that. The simple answer is, surprisingly I actually know the answer. They don't. They actually don't. So, this is the tip of his tail, right here. That's the thing, they eat magic, they don't actually eat food. So they're fine. Look at this thing. One of its scales is bigger than my entire dragon. And its head, I think it's all the way over here. Oh wait, that's the wing, that's not the head. Where is the head? Hold on. Oh yeah, never mind, I remember now the story. It's buried in the ground somewhere around here. That's where the head is. That's the wing that got clipped off. My bad. My mistake. And yeah, no, the island is big. The dragons in general are pretty damn big. Like, the elder dragons themselves are huge. No way around it, they are huge. And Kalkatoy wasn't even the biggest one of them as far as I know. It's just the biggest one that we actually have a body to measure against. Although, hold on. Okay, I think he's just a little bit bigger than Mordemoth. Mordemoth is longer. That's my hint for what Mordemoth actually looks like. Mordemoth is a long boy. Wait, can I actually see you up close? Ah, kind of. Not close enough, though. But yeah, I do believe I'll be ending the stream here, as I have reached the jungle provides part and shown off a few of the nice parts about the game. No, Atsa, thank you for being here. Also, thanks to Zilius and Black for dropping by. Oh, and? Yeah, you go do that. It's very important that you eat. Actually, I think all of us deserve a little bit of food and some rest. But thank you all for dropping by. And I hope to see you all the next time we decide to go on a story. And remember, the jungle provides. Usually death. See you all.